it's like you gotta have this to do. So let me just do my Instagram. It's on her. Let's try it here on Twitter. I want to try it, see if it works. Try it and see if I like it. Let's do that. So I go here. Oh, there's a Twitter live. So I'm trying it. Is it on? Oh, it's not on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi isn't on. Go figure. Go figure. So there we go. Twitter. Let's cancel that. Delete. Okay. So now I hit Twitter. Then you hit live. Yeah. And how do we flip the camera? Go live. How do I flip the camera? You are now live. Okay, y'all. So I'm live on Twitter. Are you serious? Hey, Twitter. Anyway, Shay Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. And it's like my first day going live on Twitter. I don't know how long it lasts or whatever, but it'll still be under Black Unicorns on Instagram. Okay, here we go. Why is my screen up from yesterday? It didn't work yesterday? Yeah, now. What was my show yesterday? With positive procrastination? Positive procrastination. It's still on here? That's so cool. Sure. Okay, so now post. No post. So now live. And there we go. So it was like holding on to it for whatever. Anyway, this is Shay Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicarns and Brown Sugar Talk on Twitter. And so today is all about productivity. No, today is all about wellness. So tomorrow is productivity. I have no stories to tell today. I'm gonna reference Ralph Smart from Infinite Waters on this show today because this just like wellness just reminds me of him and the dimensions of self-care. So it's like feels so good to be alive, baby. Feels so good to be alive. So yeah, Infinite Waters deep diving once again. And I'm into his stuff, but I'm not into his stuff. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I know that it's a realm that we have to tap into. And it's like just some stuff I just don't want to do. I have to do it, but I don't want to do it. I know what to do, but I don't want to do it. So it's like, like right here, 10 reasons you should never open your third eye. Or whatever. Like, it's like so many things that just like, because it's like, in my life, it doesn't count. Like, it just doesn't matter. So it's like, it's like, because I'm thinking that's just a reason. Like, I think you're just nosy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, really in life, you got to really focus on yourself. You got to really focus on the production that you have as a human. And then you will see your entire food chain and your life web or whatever. But it's like some stuff he talks about, I'm just like, okay, it's true. But then it's like, it's just not true for me. It's just a different way of life. Not say tap into it. I mean, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel like you connected to earth and all that stuff, then do it. Because that's really all he's trying to do is open you up to like a connection to earth. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, most of his shows, that's what they do. They open you up to another connection to earth. I live a life. And I don't know, like, I feel like some people don't know how to do that. So, like, when you have religion in your life, some people don't know how to live their life. Like I said, like, they'll be like, well, the Bible says I'm not supposed to have seafood because it's a sin. And it's like, Yeah, did somebody did the Bible say that? You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not comprehending what's really going on. So um that's the other thing. It's like if you live your life, some of these things will just already happen. You live your life, it just if you live your life and focus on yourself and the production of yourself, then some stuff will already happen. You know, like you might think that that's saying that it's like some people take that as like I'm gonna be totally selfish, and it's like it's not selfish. If you have a family, okay, so say for instance your life has two parents and y'all are like really close or not even close. So let's talk two scenarios. You close, then you not close, right? So these are two different people. So I'm close to my parents. So now me and my parents go out to eat. My parents know my friends. My parents listen to me. My parents help me do stuff. They guide me, all this different stuff. Your parents are not close. So now you have to find outside support when you at one of the houses, you know. So now these teachers help you. Now these people help you. Now, like all these people help, like, you know what I'm saying? You still have friends, you know, maybe you're close to one of your cousins. So then that's really just like your only family, all this different stuff, right? So in this house, not a lot of friends. Maybe you just it's just your parents and you and a dog and all this stuff. And then in this house, it's just like I gotta find a different family, a new family sometimes when I'm hurt. So now that's how we get there. So then as you grow, you change and you get new people and all this different stuff. So now your parents pass and now you gotta start finding outside support. You had a friend, now the friend's gone. Now you find that support somewhere else. Now you're going to groups and you're writing and doing all this stuff. And the same thing here. Now the friend is your best friend. Now the friend is your husband. Now y'all got kids, a dog, and a cat. So it's like in that journey, you will find peace and passage and your third eye and your job and your you see what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is just like a stuff, it just like actually flows through life, especially when you're focusing on your life. In that journey, you might find out like, oh my God, I love my parents so much, and my mother ended up having Alzheimer's. So now when your parents passed away, you have developed something for Alzheimer's, for people to have with Alzheimer's, and you know how to treat them well. Because what I'm finding now is a lot of people don't know how to treat people because they've never been in a situation. So the parent in this house, so the person in this household has developed a way to help people with Alzheimer's. You see what I'm saying? They made enough money. They took the parents' money, invested in and developed a foundation to help them do that. All right, so over here in this household, this person has become a great parent, just a great parent. So now they create something that'll help parents. Maybe they create a stroller company because the stroller didn't work right when they were doing that, and maybe now it's cheaper. It's $12 instead of 10. I mean, instead of 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get a good you get a good stroller for this price. You see, because they found like a new sturdy material that's good to help babies. It'll wick off the water. It'll, you know what I'm saying? There's an umbrella. It's easy to open up. It's very convenient. It's light. It can go anywhere. Oh my gosh, she almost put it on her fucking backpack. Like she put it on her backpack. She don't even have to carry a purse. So it's like now you got two different individuals living separate lives, but on the journey, they went through all the stuff that Ralph Smart is talking about. So it's like when people start to like try to break everything down into like all this other stuff, like it's good to see the information, but at the same time, it's also good to just live your life. And that's what I used to tell people when I was younger about the Bible. When my grandmother used to tell me, don't tell people that either. But I have to tell you, you just have to live your life because that's what is important. It's important for you to go through the steps of pain and pleasure and happiness and, and sorrow and sadness and all this stuff. It's okay for you to do that. So that's why today's show is about wellness because and that's why I mentioned Ralph Smart because sometimes you sometimes you're just like what the fuck just happened? It's a lady called findmeloveshay.com. Findmeloveshay.com. I'm gonna try to remember to put it at the end of the video because I already put Ralph Smart on there, so I gotta go back and hit it. But I'm gonna put that on there. I'm talking about I'm in love with her. Like in one video, she answered all questions because have you ever been with a man and it's like you get older after y'all have sex and it's like, what the fuck? I'm talking about like it's like most men you have an odor after you have sex, but it'll be like a sweet smell. Like it's like, oh my God, we are so good together. It's so good. It was so nice. You know. But then this man, I get an odor, like it's like a bad odor, like it's like we can't have sex because you fucking up my, you fucking up my pussy, man. So it's like she just was like we just not compatible. And so I see now because he's like one of my biggest enemies too, Munya Makoni. Like it's like Munya Fungi Munya Razi Makoni, and it's like he got a bad odor or something. So it's like you don't really want that on yourself. So it's like sometimes you find people and you're just like, this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So then she was talking about how because I always believe this too. Like if you spend more time with a person like as your friend, you develop more feelings for them. You want to have more sex with them. I think they are actually sexier. The longer we wait, the sexier they are. It's like by the end of that 2 years, I be get your clothes off. And you just like, I don't care if you're a fat boy, if he's skinny, whatever. It's just like, take the clothes off. Do not eat the rice. It be the most non-sexiest shit. This motherfucker is sexy, like, do not eat the raisins. Don't eat the raisins like that. You just, no. Don't drink your Metamucil. I mean, it just be shit that this motherfucker be sexier than a motherfucker. You just be like, oh my God. So it's something called Vesopin or some Vesopin or whatever she was putting her. It's like, um, is this what it is? Vesopin or uh, Vasenplant? Is that what it is? I don't know. This is another word from another country. This is like, so it was something that started with a V, and it was like, this is what happens over time. Like men actually had this chemical release, and it's like they like that. And it's also like if you play sports and stuff with them and stuff, it's like you just become first off closer, and then it's like close, get like every extra dry. But it's like you become closer, you become more involved with each other and everything. So it's like I don't know. It's just I don't know. So it's like that's how people are like, oh my God, her boyfriend is fine. It's always my friend. And most times I don't ever be with him. It's like because I actually have to I sneak around with other guys, that are my boyfriend. So it's like yeah, I don't know why I do that. Like I just never let them know who I'm dating. And so that's it. It's just like I don't know, it's something that they develop, but it's fine. We love Shay. That's her page. And it's like I think that is somebody that we need to like really tap into too. Because it's like she is so fucking cute. And it's like all the stuff like she's like, well, if you're more feminine then it becomes then men are more attracted to you and all this different stuff. And so like some of my friends like they know me as a tomboy, and some of them be like, I've never seen her be a tomboy in my life. Like she has never fought me in her life. And then some of them be like, she be beat my ass. Like it's just like so that's what it is. It's like I just really did like how she just opened up and just had all those answers to the questions and all this different stuff. So it's like sometimes you have to like actually go out and see what it is to get your questions answered. So I don't think it's wrong for you to look at any of the videos by him. That's why I always like kind of tell people about him because it's something that you can just like for real tap into. But then once you tap into it, you'll find yourself like, oh, okay, now that I know I can move on with my life. Or now that I know I can just keep living my life the same way. Because nothing really changes. Nothing really changes unless you see that it can physically happen. Okay, so the dimensions of self care. Physical self care. It involves your fitness and your sleep habits. So make sure you are working out. That was my like I hated that my appointment was like so late on Monday. Like it was like I've been trying to get to the gym since I moved into St. Louis. So it's like now I'm close to places where I could just probably go to a gym every day. So make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy. I'm trying to walk and stuff. At first my back was hurting because I had to carry my backpack more and stuff like that. So all that stuff makes a difference. And when I was in Alton, I was going to the gym every day. So this motherfucker wants to capture me at the gym too. So you see, so now Lotto has a video going to the gym and all that shit. Intellectual self-care involves your personal growth. It's like a continuous pursuit of learning and education. Art of Education has graduate classes, and I want to see how much they cost because I actually like their website and I think they stole some stuff from me too. So it's like some of the stuff that they were doing was actually out of my classroom too. So, and remember, I went to classrooms. I thought, oh my God, that's so cool. That they did this, and it's like I could have did this too. I could have just put this online. So I'm not saying that it's anybody's fault. I'm just saying stop stealing. I know that it happened because I looked at some of the lessons. So I was like, yeah, that's some of me. So anyway, they have a master's degree program, and I'm thinking you can pay like you pay for everything else. Because I was paying for this. I think I was paying like $20 something a month. So um that's it. Oh, I clicked and then something came up. Ekal Namako, he's oh my God, it's $15,000, $15,064. I already have a master's. I need a doctorate. But that's it. 100% online, no travel required. Work at your own pace. Graduate in 18 to 24 months. I probably graduated in 15. I'm sorry. I just do the work. $15,064, including tuition and fees. If I got the money, I could probably graduate that quick. But yeah, I see. I see. It's good because a lot of schools don't offer, except for Full Sail, a lot of schools don't offer a lot of masters in art. So, and this is for art education. I would probably just want an art. All right, next. Social self care involves having a supportive network of people. You can, so I mean, that's two things. Art of education. What else? Who else did I say? Oh, Find Me Love Shay. Find Me Love Shay. It's an actual website. She does like um different, I guess, workshops and stuff. So I think you can pay her and all that stuff. You can give her some dividends and she'll help you. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put those on her. So social self care involves having a supportive network of people you can turn to when need uplifting, guiding, or someone to talk to. And that's where social media comes in. Because a lot of people will be like, well, get off social media. And I see why. Because some of y'all like to follow people and do what they did, do the last video and do the TikTok and all this different stuff. Once you start to feel jealousy and hatred and envy and all that stuff, get off social media. But I say social media sometimes helps because sometimes you're in a small area or sometimes like you're in a situation where that's why ICQ really helped me. Like ICQ really helped me on SIUE's campus, Southern Illinois University Edwardsville campus. Because it was like other people I could talk to on ICQ. I just used to chat on ICQ like all the fucking time. So that's it. Like it's just like um sometimes this shit really does help. That's why it's so important for us to have it so that I can see somebody else out there has a question like me, or somebody else out there is the same size as me, or somebody else out there is the same hair color as me, or somebody else out there had their hair juicy and wet, and now that son of a bitch is dried up. Y'all see how I'm talking about? It was shaking this morning, y'all. I was just in the shower shaking and shit. I'm talking about, I have came outside. There is no moisture in my fucking hair. I put like two greases in my hair, the rosemary grease, and I put in that's the liquid grease, and I also put in the coconut oil grease. And I'm talking about it was really juicy. I did not look. My hair is like it was like right here, baby. I had like flip it going this way. I had to comb it and then push it this way so it wouldn't go into my eyes. And look at it now. Look at me now. Look at me now. It's all shriveled up. Okay, spiritual. Spiritual self care involves the beliefs and values that guide your life. If you listen to my story, you will know that really you gotta pray. This includes practices that help nourish your soul, seek understanding, and explore your spiritual life. They took prayer out of school and stuff, and I don't know, like it's like I'm not really big into all this stuff, but you gotta know how to pray. Or else you will have a demon on you for the rest of your fucking life. You gotta know how to pray. You gotta want it off you too. You gotta see that it's a demon. You gotta see what you're doing is hateful. And so the only way to do that is like to actually just really come to terms with how you are helping people or not. So the spiritual part is really important. Emotional self care involves awareness of your feelings and emotions, dealing with stress positively, and cultivating a sense of passion, kindness, and a love for ourselves. So that's it. So the emotional is like staying aware of your feelings. Um, you gotta positively deal with stress. So next week I talk about DBT and I talk about it through blessing and manifesting. And she has like a $5 DBT book manual, whatever. So that's like something that like deals with mood disorders and stuff and how and CBT. So CBT, that's a cognitive behavior therapy. So both of them are just trying to replace um and really the DBT is just an ABC. It's a more in-depth ABC. What happened for me to have this issue, what happened during me having this issue, and what happened after the issue, and now how do I change it? So the CBT is kind of like cognitive behavior therapy. It's like doing the same thing. You still asking yourself, so how do I change it? What am I replacing this with? Um, Dealing with stress positively, cultivating a sense of compassion. So it's like more empathy towards people, kindness, and love for ourselves and others. That's why it's important, like to even look at Rap Smart. That's why I ask people now, stop creating content. What type of work did you do? What type of work did you put into it? Y'all can look at my stories and listen to my show and then create all this different shit. And it's like, but what type of work did you do? So that's the difference between why I listen to Tabitha Brown as opposed to Beat Mac Rights. Because I know for sure that Tabitha Brown had a hard time going through a lot of shit. Like she went through a lot of shit too. Her and her family went through they dealt with a lot of bullshit. And so then you have one person, B Mac Rice, and it's just like all I see is like you just giving more content from rapists. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already over the rape. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, who are you talking to? And so even if I wasn't through with it, I would still be pissed off because it's just like you were actually just using the content that I gave to rapists. And Tabitha Brown is just really saying, this is from my own personal experience. This is from what I saw. And so that's the difference in how I look at stuff and how I support and how I figure out who it is that has a balance or not. I have a low tolerance for bullshit. I really do. Um, so let's move on to the next one. 10 herbs that heal. So if you're coughing, add rosemary. It goes well with. I'm gonna actually the Pinterest board is actually now on. I did not know I could share the Pinterest board, y'all. So now I just make the Pinterest board and share. So if you really want to see these, you could just click on the link and you'll see the Pinterest board. You got a crampy tummy, add mint. You see it because it's a muscle. You got menstrual cramps, add oregano. Achy joints, add curry powder. And y'all, a fucking curry from what are these places? The Indian restaurants. It's so good. Just get you some. And don't forget to do an Ayurveda. So if you do an Ayurveda test, which I know I always talk about the same stuff, Ayurveda, put that on there too. If you do an Ayurveda test, it'll actually help you with your diet and what's great for you and what you can and what you can change in your diet, all this stuff. Add dill if you got a GI tract, upset GI tract. Bloated, add parsley. Congested, congested, add cayenne. Feeling down, add basil. Feeling tired, add cilantro. Having nausea, add ginger. So this is just like all about, and it tells you like on the graphic like what it goes with, what it goes good with, and all this stuff. I'm not going into that because I just. But some of these herbs, these healing herbs, they really do help. And I think Infinite Waters talks about this too. He talks about the food, like the food that has the highest is the watercress or something like that. That has the highest, most helpful things, whatever. So just make sure you just tap into that, okay? So that's the wellness show for today. Please have a great day. Please. I'm so happy that I don't have a real stalking story to tell. I actually went to the shelter last night and just went to sleep. I didn't have any problems from the lady next to me. This morning I asked, last night I feel like this man wants to hold my hand in his sleep. So I woke up this morning, I was like, do you want to hold my hand tonight when we go to sleep? And he said no, but he's not a Libra. His birthday is in April. So he's just one of those funny signs. He's not a Cancer or a Libra, so fuck him. Fuck him. You don't have to hold my fucking hand. I'm so used to cursing. It's like I had to get that out. Y'all see, I'm traumatizing myself. But yeah, I have like nothing to tell you. Like yesterday was an appreciated day. This morning I had a bunny rabbit that like did not want to cross the street. And I was like, I was like, the bunny rabbit's like, It's like so cute, like this little bunny rabbit. I thought it was a fucking squirrel or a chipmunk. And it's like, no, but it hops. So anyway, it didn't want to cross the street. And it was like coming to me to like pick it up. I'm like, is this shit for real? So the fucked up part is when I tried to like try to turn it around, which was not on camera because I got it on camera, I actually tipped the fucking bunny rabbit over. When I tipped the bunny rabbit over, the bunny rabbit is still doing this to like hop. Like, is this shit real? You know what I'm saying? So I helped the bunny rabbit back up. I tipped the bunny rabbit over a fucking again. And everything is telling me just take the fucking bunny with you. Just take the fucking bunny with you to go take the fucking shower. Like, you could just sneak this little motherfucker anywhere. And it is the truth. I could have just kept the fucking bunny rabbit. So anyway, that's it. That's all. And I mean, you could eat with me all day because I eat like vegetables and fruit and all that shit. I even sit out there and eat the fucking grass with the bunny rabbit. It does not matter. But anyway, that's it. I had a great show. I mean, I had a great yesterday. And hopefully y'all have a great today. So yeah, that's it. Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Unicorns. And I'm on the Brown Sugar Talk on Twitter. Telling you guys to have like the greatest day. Oh God, I'm still hurt.